Hey there, how's it going? Today I wanted to give you a little bit of an overview of a high yield savings account that I recently opened with SoFi Bank, and why I think they very well could be the best, if not one of the best, high yield savings accounts for beginners to open out there. Okay? Now I'm going to try to do this in about three sections or so. So firstly, I'm gonna share like some of the sign up bonuses that they have. Are pretty impressive, okay? And then secondly, I'm also gonna go over some of the benefits of the accounts that they have. The benefits, the sort of things that matter to everyday folks like you and I. And then lastly, I'm gonna share, and you need to stick around for this because this is major, right? I'm gonna share like a major incentive that SoFi Bank gives for people to open up an account with them, okay? So you definitely want to stick around for that because that would benefit both you and I, all right? Having said all that, my name is Christian. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I am Christian M, a place where I decided to document my attempted journey to financial independence. Now, financial independence could have several different meanings for different people, but in our case, we're just simply referring to trying to get to that point where we are generating enough in passive income to cover our living expenses. So if that is of interest to you and you like that kind of stuff, please do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below, and while you're at it, don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you're notified every single time I release a new video. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like. It helps to get it out there to more people that could benefit from this information. Okay, now high yield savings accounts, those are one of the things that I think everybody, well, maybe not everybody, but for those of us who are like beginners in with like finance, we're trying to get our money to work for us, right? To make money work for us. I think that high yield savings account is definitely a good place for people like us who are beginners, and we're not like major savvy investors, any of that type of stuff. It's a good place to put your money to get some work for you, right? Get that passive income going. But a lot of us, we only use we put our money or save it in regular traditional brick and mortar banks, all right, the likes of Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, all right? And these banks, they pay virtually nothing in interest, right, on the savings accounts. Well, SoFi, okay, SoFi is one of those places that makes a huge difference, right? They're not a brick and mortar bank, right? They're only online, okay? But they are what people typically refer to as HYSAs, all right, high yield savings account. Now, let me tell you about some of the sign up bonuses. Okay, so that's let's just start from there, right? Make things a little simple. So when you sign up for an account with SoFi, right? And they have a $300 sign-up bonus, okay? But now there are a few little hoops that you're gonna have to jump through in order to get that $300, right? So let me go through some of them, right? If you deposit, well, for starters, you're gonna have to set up direct deposit with them in order to get that $300 sign-up bonus, okay? Now, if you set up direct deposit, that's gonna have to come like, say, like from your bank, your job, right? Like if you have a job where you're getting paid, or say maybe you've got some kind of direct deposit coming from the government, whether it's like Social Security or like retirement funds or whatever the case may be, some kind of social service. You can use that, and then if you're one of those that's not willing to set that up, then you can go through the route that I'm going to take you. For those of you who are familiar, I've been talking about doing affiliate marketing as one of the additional sources of income here to build our base for passive income. And one of the any of the companies that we are an affiliate for, we can take the money we make in commissions from those and set up direct deposit. I'd like to think that will count, but I'm gonna double check that and make sure it happens for myself, because I have, yesterday's video I was talking about like ClickBank, right? So that's definitely a place that you can use. At least I think, I'm gonna set up one of my ClickBank accounts, which is an online marketplace. Online, it's one of the biggest one of the biggest affiliate marketplaces for digital products, right? So if we could, it's free to open. So if you're one of those that does not want to use your, direct deposit from your job, and even if you, maybe this might be something for you to consider as well. If you do direct deposit from your job, it doesn't have to be your entire paycheck, right? You can just use a portion of it, and that will count as well. But if you don't want to mess with any of that, you can just set up a click bank account, but you're gonna have to try to generate some commissions, right? That can be your new side hustle, and I'll show you in this. If you're not subscribed to my channel, definitely go ahead and subscribe. I'll show you how I'm gonna go about trying to generate commissions, all right? And connect it to my SoFi account to have that count as direct deposit, all right? So as far as those sign-up bonuses go, right? If you set up direct deposit and within 25 business days, no, is it 20, no, 25 calendar days of of having your first direct deposit of $1 or more come through, if you deposit $1,000, anywhere from $1,000 to $4,999.99, you will get a $50 sign-up bonus. Okay, now if you deposit $5,000 or more within that 25 calendar day period, you'll get $300 sign up bonus. All right. Now, if you use my link in the description below this video to sign up for your SoFi account, you will get $25 for free without having to do anything else. Right? You won't have to you won't have to have any of those major deposits, right? The only thing you're gonna have to do is deposit $50, at least $50 in your account, and you'll get $25 for free. Okay, and the quickest way to go about doing that is if you use an existing debit card that you have. It's got to be a bank issued debit card, right? Bank issued debit card from one of your existing banks, and when you go through the sign-up process, they're actually going to prompt you to link one of your other bank accounts to do like an ACH transfer. If you deposit $50 that way, it'll take you a little bit longer to get that $25 bonus. But if you use your existing bank issued debit card, so it can be PayPal or any of these other cards like a prepaid Visa card, it can be any of those. It's got to be a bank issued debit card. If you use that and deposit $50, you will instantly get $25, right? So you've just got that. That's if you use my link below. But if you but then on top of that, you'll have the other sign-up bonuses that I mentioned earlier, $50 and $300. All right. So, and by the way, it's not $50 plus $300 if you do if you do 1,000, right? If you do in between 1,000 and $4,999.99, you'll get $50. But then if you go to the next tier, instead of getting the $50, you won't get that. You'll get $300. And after that 25 calendar day period, SoFi will evaluate, see that you've met any of the requirements, and within 7 days they'll make that deposit. Okay, but as far as the $25 bonus for depositing $50, you'll get that instantly. In my case, I got it within 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so that's that as far as like the sign-up bonuses go. Then some of the benefits, I'll just highlight those really quickly. When you sign up for an account with SoFi, right, the high yield savings account, you basically automatically get a savings account and a checking account. So they're unique in that fashion where you don't have to sign up for two separate accounts, right? You just sign up and you immediately get your savings account and a checking account. All right. And one of the major benefits is that with either one of the accounts, you don't get charged any fees, right? So no late fees, no overdraft fees, right? No maintenance fees or any of that type of stuff that you'll have with your typical brick and mortar banks. And they'll even give you a little bit of a overdraft protection for up to $50, right? The only thing about that is you're gonna have to have direct deposit, and you'd have had to have deposited at least $1,000 every month in order to get that that $50 overdraft protection. All right, but either way, there's no fees. Okay, no fees. That's the main thing. And then with the two accounts, right, so with the checking account, you'll get 0.50% APY in interest, okay, on your checking account. and that's crazy, considering that, with your typical brick and mortar bank, they charge you to have they charge you, they'll often charge you like a maintenance fee every month just to have the account open, right? These guys, not only do they not charge any fees, but they give you they pay you interest on a checking account, which is pretty unusual, right? And then on the savings account, this is the major kicker, right? On the savings account, they give 4.6% APY. Okay, so that's huge, right? 4.6% APY. So if you had, coming back to what I was talking about earlier, right, talking about making your money work for you, if you don't do anything, right, you have a decent chunk of money in there just sitting around. Let's just say you had $10,000 sitting in there. After 1 year, you would essentially make $460, right, for doing nothing, right? $460 for doing nothing and having your money just sitting in there. Okay, so that's definitely something that. So, talking about financial independence, if you have $1 million, right, that would be $46,000 a year that you would make. And the great thing about SoFi, your typical bank, they insure you for up to $250,000 FDIC insurance. SoFi does the same thing, but they've actually partnered up with some other banks as well to give you up to $2 million in insurance. So if anything happens to the bank, or if anything whatever were to happen, right, you've got your money protected for up to $2 million. All right, I'm out here in nature and I've got ants climbing all over me and stuff, but anyway, $2 million, right? That's huge. And that's, ideally, like, if I could amass $2 million, I'm just saying, speaking hypothetically, if any one of us amassed $2 million sitting in a SoFi bank, right, in a SoFi high yield savings account, that would be basically, what is that, 46 times, so 92, if my math is correct, right? That'd be $92,000 you'd be making a year for just having your money sit in there, right? So that's pretty impressive if you ask me, right? So anyway, those are like some of the some the highlighted benefits, right? And then lastly, hey, how you doing? Thanks. Lastly, what I was talking about earlier, right? What I told you to stick around for is this is one of the major things that SoFi has out there as an incentive for you to sign up, right? If you sign up with SoFi, right, they will give you a referral link, right, and they will pay you $75. Sometimes they run some promotions where they'll pay up to like $100, but they'll pay you, for now, for the time of this recording, it's actually $75 for each person that you refer to sign up for an account with them. Okay, so if you get one of your friends, right, like right now, you literally could go make, within the next 24 hours, you could go make $100, right? $100 if you sign up for the account, right, using my link in the description below, as I described. I'd make $75. I'm just being fully transparent with you. I'd make $75, but for you sign up for that. You use my link below and deposit that $50 with your bank issued debit card, as I mentioned earlier. You'll make $25 right off the bat. And then if you refer like your spouse, for instance, and if you do use your spouse, make sure you don't sign up for a joint account, right? You want to sign up for your account and then have your partner sign up for their account individually, so that you would make a $75 referral for getting that. So that's $100 for you, and then on top of that, they would also make $25 as well for signing up for their account, just as a bonus, right? If they do it the way I just explained earlier. So between the two of you, that's $125 that you'd make, right? So you think about it, that's pretty huge. If you could get, like, say, like your kids that are of age, right, or your friends, just tell them about it, and if you get 10 people to sign up for your account, that's $750, just like that, right? If you get about 13 people, if my math is correct, you're already looking at $1,000 or so, right? Roughly speaking. So, and they'll allow you to do that for up to $10,000 per calendar year, right? So between you and your spouse, or you and your partner, whoever that may be, between the two of you, that's $20,000, right, in a calendar year. And then once you hit that $10,000 mark in referral bonuses, you just wait till the next year, and then you can do it all over again. So that's every year you can make $10,000 in referral bonuses. That's pretty neat, if you ask me. And if you're wondering, like, how can they pay all these all these bonuses? Well, they want people. They're trying to get people to count. Remember, this is an online bank only, right? So they're not a brick and mortar bank. They don't have as much upkeep, maintenance that your typical brick and mortar bank would have. So that's one of the things that helps to enable them to pay out all these big bonuses and stuff. So, but anyway, that's basically SoFi right there in a nutshell. Now, 4.6%. That's pretty good, right? I know there are other high yield savings accounts out there that maybe pay a little bit more, but they don't have like some of the they're not as sophisticated with some of the perks and different things that you can do with SoFi. Like, one of the major things I didn't mention earlier is like they have these things called vaults, right, in their savings accounts, where you can basically partition your money, like break up the money in your savings account into different vaults, right? You have a portion that you keep for your let's just say if you're saving up to buy a home, saving up to buy a car, right, saving up for whatever, different, and you just put them in different vaults, right? Put that in different vaults. It's like having multiple different savings accounts in one savings account, right? You can have another one for your emergency cash fund, right? And they're all together, making 4.6%, right? So that's another one of the major benefits that I didn't mention earlier, but definitely something to consider. Okay, well, that's it for now. Any questions that you have, let me know in the comment section below. I will be sure to answer. But with SoFi Bank, this is definitely going to be one of my vehicles for building some of that passive income, trying to get to that financial independence. And I guess in a future video, because I don't want to make this one too long, I could actually show you my account. And as we're doing all the different things that we're doing to try to build that that income, I'll show us my maybe it might not be a bad idea to show my SoFi account, the money that I make from all the different ventures, different things that I'm doing, put it in that SoFi account and let that 4.6% interest get to work, and I'll show you that. They even send you a debit card, right? Easy way for you to, I've gotten mine, I've used it, right? I've used it in different places, so it all works. It's all above board. They are a big time company. They've been a multi-billion-dollar company. They've been around. So, all right, that's it for now. Thank you ever so much for taking the time to watch, and I will catch you in my next video. Ciao.